Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. I've been using the Hoverair X1 Pro Max for almost 2 weeks, and today I want to share everything I like and don't like about it. This drone has impressed me in many ways, but there are also a few areas where I think it could be better. The first thing that stands out is the portability. Small drones are great because you can take them anywhere without thinking twice. The X1, X1 Pro, X1 Pro Max, and even the Neo all fit into a pocket or a small bag. When I'm out hiking, I can just pull one out, press a button, and start recording. It's that easy. For me, this is a huge benefit because it makes the whole process quick and stress-free. The Pro Max also comes with a small display. This isn't just for show. It allows me to change modes and adjust settings directly on the drone without connecting to my phone. Other models, like the Flip and Neo, have lights and icons to indicate the mode, but here I can go deeper. I can change subsettings on the spot. This is a big help when traveling because I don't have to stop, take out my phone, and go through the app every time I want to tweak something. I took the Pro Max with me on trips to see how it performs as a travel drone. I do this with every drone I own. Even without a dedicated remote controller, I was able to capture amazing shots using just my smartphone. But this is where the first downside shows up. Without a physical scroll wheel, gimbal control is limited. It's hard to do smooth tilts or fly in a circle while adjusting the camera at the same time. DJI controllers like the RCN2, RCN3, or RCM2 make that easy. Using only a phone means you have to compromise on those complex shots. The company does offer a dedicated remote that connects to your phone if you want better control. For me, I prefer to keep it simple. With these self-flying selfie drones, I just want to focus on getting quick shots without carrying extra gear. Most of the time, that's all I need. One feature I really enjoy is flying over water. This is a big deal for my personal use. I can take it out on a paddleboard, set it to follow or sidetrack me, and it handles it perfectly. The first time I tried this, I was nervous. Losing a $700 drone in the water isn't something you want to think about. But it worked flawlessly and the footage looked amazing. The follow mode kept me in frame and the sidetracking added interesting movement to the shots. This has become one of my favorite ways to use the Pro Max. The camera itself is very capable. It has a 1/1.3-inch sensor and can shoot video up to 8,000 at 30 frames per second. The detail in 8K is incredible, and it even holds up well in low light, but in reality I often use 4K HDR instead. The reason is simple. In 4K HDR, I get a flat 10-bit color profile. This gives me more flexibility when editing. I can add my own style, adjust colors, and get better dynamic range. The 8K mode looks stunning straight from the drone, so I still use it for certain shots, especially wide establishing views. But for most situations, 4K HDR is my go-to. If you don't need 8,000 or 10-bit HDR, the X1 Pro offers the same features at a lower price. For me, though, I'm glad I chose the Pro Max because I use those higher settings often enough to make it worth it. Battery life is one area where the X1 series could improve. The Pro Max gives me about 16 minutes of flight time. This is usually enough to get the shots I need, but it would be much better with 20 minutes or more. That extra time would make a big difference, especially when flying over water. When I take it on my paddleboard, I always start with a fresh battery to be safe. You get about the same flight time with the DJI Neo, so if you're upgrading from that, you won't notice a change here. The solution is simple: carry extra batteries. It works, but it would still be nice if the flight time was longer. So, what makes the Pro Max special compared to other small drones? First, its size and portability. It's about the same size as the DJI Neo, which makes it easy to take anywhere. Second, it can fly in places where other drones might struggle or require more caution. Being able to confidently fly over water without worrying about losing it is a big plus. I also like the tracking options. It can track from the front, back, or either side, which gives me more creative possibilities. Side tracking in particular is great for dynamic shots. The image quality is another highlight. Even with its small size, the footage looks sharp, vibrant, and professional. When I watch the tracking shots later, I'm always impressed by how good they look. The app also gives me more control. For example, in orbit mode, I can choose to rotate 360, 180, or even just 90 degrees. This is handy in tighter spaces where a full rotation isn't possible. I've been using the Pro Max for a couple of months now, both at home and during trips. My overall experience has been very positive. The performance is better than I expected from a smaller brand. Flying it over water remains my favorite use case, but I'm also looking forward to testing it with motorcycle tracking. That could produce some really exciting footage. The truth is, there are a lot of small, affordable drones on the market now. The original X1, Mini 4K, Neo, Flip, Mini 3, and others all have their strengths. Choosing one depends on your needs. And budget? No matter which one you choose, you can get great footage. The technology has improved so much that even these smaller models are more than enough for most people. The Hoverair X1 Pro Max is not perfect. The battery life could be longer. Gimbal control is limited without a dedicated remote. And the price is higher than some alternatives. But for what it offers, portability, strong tracking, good image quality, and the ability to fly confidently over water, it's a solid choice. If you're like me and value quick setup, easy transport, and reliable tracking, this drone delivers. It's not meant to replace high-end professional drones for complex shots, but it fills a very specific role and does it very well. I've enjoyed using it more than I expected, and it's become a regular part of my travel gear. That's my honest, long-term review of the Hoverair X1 Pro Max after using it for weeks in different situations. It's been fun, it's been reliable, and it's produced some great footage. For me, that's exactly what I want from a compact drone. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to press the bell icon so you don't miss the latest updates.